Hello! It's that time again. I'm a bit late, sorry. I had a couple of technical issues again. Got a telephone call. Hi guys! Thanks for joining. How is everyone today? Hopefully, hi sis. Here she is. Request to join. Thank you.
And she should be coming in any second now.
Hi!
Hello!
I was freaking out. I was like, where is she? Where is she? Ah!
Well, I forgot that I hadn't set up screen recording on my iPad, and I forgot how to do it. And I was like, Googling it.
I knew it was that. I was like, I reckon that's what it is.
I was like, I'm late.
For a very important date.
So time to say hello, goodbye. Oh,
I'm
Alice
late.
in Wonderland days, guys. Alice in Wonderland. Oh,
Yeah.
G. Hi, sis.
Hi, sis.
Ah, this is watching.
Yay.
Can you hear me okay? I've got a snazzy headpiece in.
I can. George,
Else?
can you give us a thumbs up if you hear Jen and I equally? Hello.
Oh, wow.
Can you hear us all right?
Normally I'm quite quiet and Lisa's quite loud. Go figure.
Oh, dear. She's saying, oh, I like it.
I like it.
Yay. And we
building.
Hey, thank you for joining us, guys. This is super exciting. Our second Sunday sister. Oh, I wanted to call it Sister Soul session then.
I know, just saying I'm slightly quiet. I'm just going to have to speak up.
Yes, I'll try and keep it down like a mouse.
So how's everyone been? All good?
A lot better this week I've been than last week. How about you?
I've been okay. I've been doing a lot of treatment, so feel like I've been like running around here, there, and everywhere. Today I've been so lethargic.
Oh, interesting.
So I did a funky aerobics class this morning.
I mean, if aerobics wasn't funky enough, they made a funky class.
Yeah, exactly. Funk in that aerobics. And then after that, I was so tired.
Oh, yeah, well, it's been very, very, very hot, hasn't it? I know we've had a couple of days of rain, but I think the heat maybe just got the better of all of us.
Yeah.
Oh, look, Georgia's saying she was much better than last time as well this week, so that's good. Kellykins 46, welcome.
Hello.
So this week we are talking, aren't we?
Drum roll. I'm doing a drum roll. Don't know if you can hear it.
Well, why do I want to say, oh yeah, PMA, not PMS.
No, not PMS. It's a whole different conversation.
Situation. Positive mental attitude.
Yeah.
As they call it in America. I can't do the accent. Don't give up the day job. We're already on the wine. What are you on today?
You've got wine. I've got gin and Clementine's Beaver Tree Tonic.
Oh, hello. Yes, please.
And look at my big ice cube.
That's huge. How did you get it big? Cue husband.
Not about the size, Lisa. It's how cold it is.
Loving it.
Also, our girl D is saying, oh, posh. I bet she's got a bigger glass than me. And watching this.
We just said it's not about size, so hashtag the saying. I'm on the fair trade wine. Carmenere. Never heard of it.
No. What is
I've never heard of that grape. Carmenere.
Carmenere.
And I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. And but it's actually delicious. I was like, right, let's try a new one.
Nice. I like it. Is anyone else having a drink, or is it just that?
Just that.
Oh dear. Oh, George isn't. Our girl G, our sister, said she's not drinking booze for a while and a devil face. Is that because someone got really drunk last week and got really
Upper Oaks, hi, welcome to the chat. Welcome.
Hi. Oh, Kelly's drinking a latte. Good on you, Kelly. It's not all about the alcohol.
No, it's not, and that's
I'm looking forward to this chat.
yeah, me too, because it's like, not because of the alcohol. I'm looking forward to the chat. I'm looking forward to the chat. Okay, well, first of all, it's just lovely for us to like have a catch up because we don't actually often.
It's the only time I speak to her is when she comes in here.
but it's about this like PMA thing that we've got going on, because it's quite relevant at the moment, I think, as well. Like, you know, when you've like earlier this week, I was talking to a friend by text. Text is always a killer, isn't it, for how context to take things.
Yeah.
Lost in textulation or whatever. But anyway, we were texting and there was a long silence, and I thought, oh God, like here we go. They're getting upset. Oh, and in my head, immediately, I created a dialogue like, they're upset, trying to preempt why they're upset because of this. And then I was getting annoyed because it's like so annoying that they're like that, because really there's no need. And then, you know, before I know it, I've had an argument with this person inside my head.
In your head, yeah.
It's even happened. And so luckily I clocked it and was like, okay, but we don't know this. So how about we wait to see if this person is going to come back with? It could be they just haven't seen your text.
Yeah.
Bosh, that's what had happened.
There we go.
Everything was fine. It was all in my head.
Yeah.
And these things are so easy to blow up, and especially when you've got the context of text messaging.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh, we've got a new joiner, sorry.
Oh,
Disha's Lookbook 4. Hey, welcome.
Hey. So we're having a chat about PMA, and we've got our drinks. So feel free to comment and get involved with the chat. We'll try and read out all of your messages if we can between the two of us. So yeah, 100% agree. And text message can be really, really tricky because you can read it in one way and someone else can say, oh no, I meant it like this. And if you step back and look at it objectively, sometimes things can be read in completely different ways and mean completely different things. So if you're ever having a dispute with someone, it's like so dangerous to do it over text. Yeah, because it is. If you've got a preconceived idea, you're going to read down a certain line.
Even.
Oh no, I've
phone call that came in, but I don't know how to prevent that from happening.
I had the same when I first came on. I was like, oh, let's turn that off.
I think that was me calling you.
Oh, you're sabotaging me. Do you know what? My husband's in the background, sat on the table, shifting me.
Dish. No, she has to shout so that you can hear. I'm too loud. Where were we?
So the other thing we were, who am I? So the other thing that we wanted to talk about was our inner critic. Yes, exactly. So can I then say about my travelling trip where this prompted me to go into this? Because
I was in my late 20s and I went on a travelling trip. I'd never been travelling before, and I went with some friends. It was really funny, actually. A good friend of mine, she had a set of friends that she used to go out with, and she was umming and ahhing about whether to go to Thailand with them or not. So I booked my ticket thinking, if I book my ticket, she's going to book her ticket too. She didn't.
Oh, no.
In Thailand with a bunch of people I barely knew, and I did not get on with them very well. The men were pretty lecherous. So I broke away from the pack, which meant I was on my own, literally on my own, which freaks me out because I would never have chosen to do that. And I got really sick. So the only thing I could do, the only energy I had was enough to like crawl to my hammock, because I was in a beach hut, luckily, on the seafront, and lie in my hammock and drink water. That I couldn't stomach food. I was so ill, I probably should have seen a doctor. But I could just lie in my hammock, and then I'd like crawl to the little restaurant and have dinner, and then that would be it. That was my day. But it was amazing because as I was lying in this hammock for days on end, I just had so much time to listen to my thoughts. And I realized how awful I was to myself. Like, I realized how unkind and cruel I was to myself. The things I would say, the things I would criticize myself about my figure, about my personality, about not being able to do something very well, thinking that other people are better than me for no reason, like, you know. And that's when I was like, whoa, I either don't like myself very much and need to change, or I need to like find a way to get like silence this inner critic, and I need to be okay with who I am. So I kind of had to go on this journey of like, well, what is it? Is it stuff that I don't like about myself, or is it stuff that I do need to change and address? And it was an awakening for me, because I hadn't had that much silence before to be able to notice it.
Yeah.
That voice. Yeah. And no, I'm not schizophrenic. Yeah.
She now has about 5 of them going on. She has conversations with them.
And we all have a party. No, I'm just kidding. So much fun. You should be in my head.
Yeah, no, it's so true. And we all do it. We all do it. I wrote a blog about this. I seem to write lots of blogs about loads of different things. No one reads them. Fine. No. I wrote a blog about this during lockdown, because I was finding that my inner critic just crept up during lockdown and was like, wee! And I was like, is this not hard enough? So I decided to write about it. Yeah, like, who are you? Who are you? I've got an inner critic that is really evil about my weight. Really evil about my weight. And I think I've got that thing where you look in the mirror and you see yourself bigger than you actually are.
That's body.
Yeah, because I'm like constantly poking at myself and going, oh, I've got a bulge in my tummy, or oh this, or oh that, and constantly putting myself down about my weight, when if I get on the scales, I'm not overweight, you know. But
no, you're definitely not
in a certain way. And I think whatever it is, whether it's weight, whether it's personality, whether it's ambition, or what people are achieving, or their looks, we're all so, well, not all, but most people are so critical about themselves. When I spray tan, so many women apologize about their body to me, because I see them naked pretty much. Lucky me.
Lucky you.
My husband said, I'll step in if you're ever sick.
Yeah, exactly.
And there is nothing wrong with their body. No, and I always say to them, never apologize for your body. And I say all the time, you would never take someone speaking to you how you've just spoken about yourself. So why allow yourself to put you down? And they go, do you know what? That's so true. I mean, I don't listen to my own advice. I do it.
Story of our lives, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
But that is the hard bit, actually, walking the talk. That's the hard bit. And also that voice is so sneaky, like it's so, we don't always notice it's there. And I think that's the first hurdle.
100%. Can I just say, Kelly Kins 46 says that's so true.
Thank you.
1998, just joined. We're talking about the inner critic.
And we're drinking.
We're drinking.
We're not sponsored.
No, it is. And And you know what? I say this in my blog, that the inner critic tends to turn up when you feel most vulnerable.
Yes.
That's when it really attacks, when you're
Yeah.
at your low and it comes in.
So then the ways of combating that is, once you've identified that voice and what it is and when it kicks in, because we've also got different voices, like not in the schizophrenic style, but but like you get your feeling kind of intuitions as well, don't you? And you get your kind of like, I find it's the judgment voice. It's like when you're looking at someone maybe on TV and you're thinking that top doesn't look right on them. It's that voice that you'll hear about yourself. It's that same voice. Or like, they're not very good at that. I could do that better. It's that kind of voice. And combating that voice. Oh my God, because also, like, I was...
Sorry, I'm just laughing. So Kelly 46 is Sam Wade. So hi, we yes, so just so we know. And then registered easy on that drink, Jen. I'm just saying the same thing.
In a minute, Jake's gonna like create a false profile just to help on your chat, isn't he?
Oh, that would be so good.
Maybe that's what he's doing now. You don't know.
I know Red is 1998, and no, he's not Jake. But he is equally as cheeky as my husband.
Oh, we like cheeky. Welcome to the chat.
Welcome to the chat.
But yeah, I think combating that inner critic voice, first of all, is recognizing it, and then second of all, it's about turning it around, isn't it? And it's about silencing it immediately. And then eventually, once you've silenced it a bit, you're able to then turn it the other way and tell yourself the opposite. Or even just begin by consciously drumming it in. Like, I guess that's what affirmations are for, isn't it? Like, I am beautiful, I am happy, I am content, like, I am powerful, I am, you know, successful, I'm abundant, and all of those. And you say it with conviction, and maybe doing this, like we learnt last week, for the happiness, your happiness vibes as well, just bring it in so that you can start to create new pathways, new thought patterns. What's going on?
I'm going to move. My husband is taking the chicken out, and it's so loud. Can you hear?
No, can't hear a thing.
Okay, fine. We'll carry on.
Sorry, can I
just say hi, Johnny, as well? He's just joined.
Oh, Johnny! Hello!
Hi. And Kelly says, I wish I could be more happy. I find I'm so miserable a lot and hate being like it. I think mine is stress related.
Yes.
So I think we can continue, like, maybe next week, because, you know, sorry to cut into this, but we're asking our viewers, what do you want us to talk about, like, in the following week? So maybe that's something that we can pick up on how we can raise our vibration and keep that happy, positive mental attitude when it's sort of stress related, bringing you down. So Kelly, we can look at that for you.
100%. And feel free to like PM us as well, and we can like look into something specific for you. I know, right? Kelly Cairns, she's saying, like, I think I need a hammock on the beach on my own. I thought I did too, until I was that myself, and it was pretty awful.
And I know this story, and she's not going into all the gory details of why she was, how ill she was.
But like, honestly, I lay on that hammock and I was just like, wow, I'm a total bitch to myself. This is awful. But it did set me on a new path, and I realized that actually, because I was working on reception at the time, and I was like, actually, I think I might want to be a TV presenter. Like, all this stuff started to come out that I'd obviously been suppressing. And it was all starting to bubble up, all my like true wishes. And so it is also about connecting with yourself and with your inner self, because so often we can be behaving in ways just to like please other people. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised how much of what you do and what you say and how you behave, and even some of the thoughts that you like, opinions that you carry, are actually to please other people.
So I'm just reading all the messages. First of all, can I just say, Mummy has joined.
Hi, Mama.
Kelly has said it's difficult when you don't know why. So true. She said, but don't think I'm alone. I think lots of people feel like it.
Yes.
It's so true. And actually, I remember, Lise, during lockdown, I was on the phone to you, and we phoned each other, and we're like, we're in a funk. We don't know why. Like, we're in such a weird mood, and we were wondering, like, is it the moon? Is it like that you know, what's going on? Why are we both feeling exactly the same? And we had about an hour's conversation, didn't we? And we were just like talking, and we both managed to then talk through actually what was making us feel down.
Yeah.
And it just came to us, didn't it? Like, there were different reasons for us both, but just by being able to just freely just talk, we found the reason.
Yeah.
You know, so the difficult thing is when you don't know why.
100%. And yeah, I think again, once you doing that inner work, like tuning into yourself,
Mm-hmm.
you start to know why, and you start. It's a layered process as well.
Yeah.
There's a CBT. Go on.
Go on. No, you go.
There's a CBT technique that's really good. The cognitive behavioral therapy technique that's really good for changing thought patterns, where you think so you identify a feeling that you're feeling that's negative, and then you write down what the situation was that made you feel like that. Then you write down the thoughts that other people, or the things that other people said that upset you, or the thoughts that were in your mind that upset you. And then you look at that situation again and you rephrase it. So it might be where someone else has said something hurtful. Perhaps it's more to do with something that's happened in their life that's made them about that. And, you know, so therefore it's quite upsetting for them to hear that or whatever. Or if it's your own judgments about yourself, it's, well, how do you want to look at that? Do you want to rephrase that sentence? Like, you know, I have room for improvement in this area, but I still love and respect myself, and you know, I allow myself to make mistakes and things like that, so that we're being kind, because it is all about being kind to ourselves, and we can be so kind to other people and so nasty to ourselves. And that's the bit about you know, where everyone's saying be kind with the Caroline the Caroline Flack thing, I think really hit a lot of people in the heart, because on the outside she just seemed like the happiest, bubbliest person who was so lovely to everyone, and you just couldn't imagine that she had this terrible demon inside her head. And I think, like Kelly's just said, lots of people do feel these things.
And also social media, magazines, they have a massive part to play. You know, they need without going too much into this, there's a lot that, you know, about I look at magazines that are aimed at teenagers, and the kind of content and images that are put out there, you know, of you have to be thin, skinny to be attractive. Who says that? You know, and that element of it I hate. And also filters. Everyone's filtered on Instagram.
And you've got
filters. And I wish
living your best life.
Living your best life, yeah. And I wish that Instagram, it would be mandatory for Instagram, that, or almost automatic, that whenever you use a filter, it says a disclaimer.
I thought it did.
No, it doesn't. No.
Oh.
You can filter outside of Instagram and then bring it in. So but there are some.
Okay.
I will look this up because it's just reminded me. Go on.
Kitty's joined.
Sorry. Oh, Kitty! She's our other sister who's in Trinidad. Woo!
Yeah. Hi, Kitty. Thank you for joining us.
It's a family affair.
I have a child incident. I'll be right back.
Okay, fine. I'm going to keep this going. Right. Pressure. So I find that with Instagram, it's so difficult where there are filters, and people look so amazing, and you look at these like amazing lives, and people looking slim and looking great, and there are some models who have posted their photos that they've done with fashion brands, and then they've been really brave and actually posted the photos that are not photoshopped, and it is night and day. For some of them, I can't even recognize them, and it is so good that they've done that, because they're quite influential models who have posted, this is me actually at my photo shoot with all my cellulite and with all of this, and the lighting hasn't been put in, and it's so different, and I'm so glad that they've done that.
You couldn't work out if they were real. Are you telling me that they just...
Yes, because I went onto all of their personal Instagrams and checked it out before I went on this, and it is true. Yes.
No, did they actually just airbrush out all their imperfections?
Airbrush and lighting and cutting, yes. And so that's why I think it's so difficult for the younger generation and for all of us, you know, seeing all of these perfect people, and then we think, well, we don't measure up to that. And it's like, well, no, because it's not actually real life.
I didn't know that. Actually, George and I...
Mum is saying I don't. What are you saying I don't about and laughing? Oh, no, I don't. You don't what, Mother?
We didn't realise that Kylie Jenner had so much surgery done, like, as in she looks like a different person, it seems, from a picture that I saw of her before and after, like as a teenager and now. She's in that controversial music video WAP.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Everyone's talking about.
What? I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's what's her name? Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B. We were watching it today.
I'm gonna look at that.
Lots of people talking about it, and it's lots of nakedness and gyrating and talking about PUSSY.
Mum says she doesn't filter. Oh, bless you, Mum. You don't need to filter. You're gorgeous.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yes, I will definitely be looking at that later on.
But I think that will be a good topic for discussion another time as well, about what does it mean to be an empowered female?
Yeah.
Because it's causing quite a lot of chat.
Yeah.
I think that would be an interesting chat to have, actually.
Yeah.
But now for today, because today we're talking about PMA.
Yes. And can I just say, first of all, I'm sorry about how beaten up this book is.
Ooh.
You do you. Such an amazing book.
Tell us why. Tell us why it's amazing.
It's about putting your happiness first.
Yeah.
And about doing it in a respectful way. So it's not about doing whatever you want to do at the detriment of someone else. But it's...
I don't know if you can read that one out, Jen.
You can read it out, it's fine.
So our sister, our girl G, said, they dance in WAP how Jen does on a night out. She won't be shocked. And it's true. If you're lucky enough to go out with Jen, then yes, that is how she dances.
Referring to my birthday.
Yes. Yes, we are.
I basically did a non-naked version of the female side of Magic Mike on the dance floor.
Yes,
of my birthday.
yes, that's exactly, yes.
My
And if
husband
you
going, no, and the bar people going, he can't handle her.
I mean, it was genius. It was great. I think it was, wasn't it that Saddle song or whatever called?
Pony.
Pony, thank you. I knew it wasn't called Pinky. It was what King Not Pinky. Oh. Saddle. No.
I think my husband's parents were still there at that.
Oh yeah, they were. Yeah, they were. That was really funny. My favourite was when you just like jumped into the splits. Anyway, we digress. You do you.
You do you. Well, exactly that. So
And we're not talking about self-pleasuring, are we?
At this point, Mum's logged off.
Sorry, ma'am.
So you do you is about doing things for yourself that you're not doing to please other people. You're not listening to other people chipping in and saying, you need to be doing this because of this, and you know, the pressures that you get, your external pressures. And it's about you listening to your inner self and finding out exactly what makes you happy and going out and doing that, as long as it is not at the detriment of someone else. So this is a great book. And it's very frank, and I love the way she writes it. I'm everything that we recommend we'll put in the comments later, so I'll put this on. It's brilliant. I've read it so many times, and it just inspires me to be like, do you know what? Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna go out and get what I want for me, you know?
Yeah, and actually it's funny because when I was in Thailand, I was reading Eat, Pray, Love.
Yes.
Which is a lot about the same stuff. This woman, she just discovered that she was in a marriage that she wasn't happy in. She was a writer, but she wasn't really excited by what she was writing anymore, and she just hit an all-time low, and she just upped sticks and went traveling to find herself, basically. I mean, everyone's probably seen the film now, so know what it's all about, but again, that's a very similar topic. And then the other book that I was reading it's a bit heavy, but it is good, The Power of Now, Eckhart Tolle. And yeah, it's quite a spiritual book because Eckhart Tolle is a spiritual person, and so it's about, you know, about not, how we were saying about not knowing where it's coming from. This just helps you find you underneath all the layers of, you know, chat and unnecessary stuff. And so one thing that really stuck with me that he said is, when you're, say, in your head and you think like, oh, I'm cold or whatever, you are not the voice that you hear saying, oh, I'm cold. You are the part of you that observes that voice coming in, that like piece of information coming in. So you are actually the quiet observer. That's who you...
The silent partner.
The silent witness. No, like, but you know, so that's it kind of is like a silent witness, I guess. Yeah, it's the observer, and so it helps you distance yourself from those voices that can be about, you know, like we said, that are there to please family and friends, that are fulfilling a role or proving to yourself that you can be like this, when it could be completely inauthentic. But when you just notice the part of you that is observing and try to give that part of you more space, more breathing space and more attention, that's how you start to clear out the clutter. It was for me quite a powerful aha moment.
So I've got one tip that I mentioned in my blog, that when you've got that inner critic really going at you, is to make yourself a little positivity jar. So for me, during lockdown, and I spoke to you, Lisa, about it, I felt like I'm not achieving anything. Obviously, I couldn't work. I couldn't do treatments. I couldn't do reflexology or spray tans or facials, but I had my home fragrance range. And I was saying, you know, I'm not achieving enough. And for anyone who knows me, and Redders definitely knows this, he's in the industry, I used to work for a property developer, and that defined me. That was me. My sisters always used to say, it's made you cold, you know, because I was like, cheers. They're like, you're not the bubbly Jen that we used to know. You're very, like, even when we talk to you, it's like we're talking to a manager, you know?
You see it, Jen.
And it's kind of like that role. Everything about what that was me. You could cut me in half and I was Barclay through and through. And for health reasons and things, I had to leave. Otherwise, I wouldn't have left. But that was pivotal for me because I felt that movement and that I became myself. Reddit has said, not still drinking. Oh, yes, I am. I've got a big enough glass that will last me the half an hour. So yeah, so it was
The ice is lasting longer than your drink, by the way. Just saying, hashtag, just saying.
the tip of the iceberg. Doesn't even make sense.
No. I'm glad you said that.
I had a really profound message.
Sorry.
I've forgotten it. So, Kelly Kin 46 says, I think that it's my job role. I can't be me.
Ah.
So that's kind of a little bit of what I mean, Kelly.
It is.
I thought I was being me, but the structure of it, and because I was in a certain position, I had to be a certain way and have a certain clothes and behave a certain way and be quite strict with my team, and that filtered into my personal life, and I became this cold businesswoman, right? According to Lisa and George. Yes, I was cold. It was cold as ice. I couldn't sing, by the way, so yes, Kelly says, yeah, I have to be a certain way. Yes, exactly. Yeah. So that was ingrained in me. And when I left that role, I actually said to my sisters, I feel like I'm a nicer person.
Yes.
They're like, Oh, Reddit says, Jen, can you sing like Lisa Marie? No. I'm the sister that didn't get a voice.
You can sing. Be quiet.
Kelly is saying the same. People say I'm cold and not me. Kelly, let's take this chat offline. We can talk more because that's exactly what people were saying to me. So let's have a little chat.
And our sister says you can sing as well, by the way. So
stitching me up. No, guys, I'm not singing. Do you know? I was singing in the bar the other day, and my husband runs upstairs and he's like, "That was awful." I was like, I'm just enjoying myself. I'm singing Whitney Houston and Leona Lewis, and he was like, "Dear God, can you stop?"
Oh dear, I have another little interceptor.
Oh no, Kelly, you're meant to. I think Lisa should sing rather than me.
Well, I've got my song to play us out, okay?
Yeah,
We've got that.
We're over time again. It's 6:10.
Oh no, okay. Wait, I just need to say one more thing, and it was, do you love yourself?
Do I love myself?
Yes.
I could love myself more. But...
Oh, I see. And the answer needs to be yes.
Yes, I love myself.
I love myself too.
You love yourself more than me.
Oh, this little munchkin is dying to get involved.
So one other thing I just need to say is that we did say we would do a draw today, but we're new to this, and we didn't realise that last week we hadn't recorded this on screen, so we couldn't see who actually joined us live. So I'm really sorry. The people that I remembered who joined us, I know, or it's like, Kelly, we know you, you're great. So it wasn't fair because there were some people who joined late and we couldn't remember everyone. So I have actually screen recorded this. That's the reason why I was late. So we will do the draw next week with everyone who has joined us live. So I'm sorry about that.
1998 has said something very profound. If you can't love yourself, you can't love others. Very true.
Very true. So Redders, how much do you love yourself?
Sounds like you need to be on our chat with us.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, and Kelly agrees with Redders.
Yeah. Very true. So if anyone is struggling with self-love, the rose quartz crystal is amazing for that. And I like to have it in my bathroom. It's a beautiful pink stone, and it's I like to have it in my bathroom because, you know, that's where you get naked and where all the insecurities
Ooh. Naked.
What's whack right now?
Lisa, you go. I'll see everyone out. It's fine. I think Lily's about to go crazy. But yeah, we will touch on crystals again another time.
Hopefully you can.
Oh yes, I'll go. Jesus, all your good. Is that for where you get naked, George? No. So thank you so much, guys, for joining us, and we will do the draw with all of you for next week. We wish you a happy, healthy, and positive week ahead, and hopefully we'll see you all guys next Sunday. Thank you so much for joining us. Take care. Lisa's dancing out the back.